Hello friends, thank you for joining us today for our time of devotion. I want you to see the pretty autumn leaves framing the picture for us today here beside the Tennessee River. Hope you are enjoying some of God's beautiful creation today wherever you are. And let's begin with a prayer today. I've shared it with you before, but I like it so much. I think it goes very well with this beautiful scene of creation by Fyodor Dostoevsky, from one of his greatest works, The Brothers Karamazov. Love all God's creation, the whole and every grain of sand in it. Love every leaf, every ray of God's light. Love the animals, love the plants, love everything. If you love everything, you will perceive the divine mystery in things. Once you perceive it, you will begin to comprehend it better every day, and you will come at last to love the whole world with an all-embracing love. It's beautiful. Our gospel lesson for this coming Sunday is from Matthew, the 22nd chapter, the part where the leaders of the temple are questioning Jesus and about money and giving offerings, and Jesus asks, whose head is on the coin, and you remember the famous saying, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's. So we're looking at that passage and what it means to us to be citizens in the world and citizens of God's kingdom, where we want to live generously because we've been made in God's image and God is generous. I ran across a saying of Saint Teresa of Avila's. She said, whoever has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices. So if you ever struggle to feel like you'd like to have more, you'd like to earn more, you'd like to save more, you'd like to retire with more wealth or security, take this into account. Whoever has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices. And so it takes faith to believe that. And as we look at our season of generosity in our church, we are looking for generous people, and not just in monetary giving, but in giving of your time, your talents, your service. We want to help Trinity to be a very generous church in our community. So will you help us to do that? As we pray today, we're praying for our pledges, our season of generosity pledges. Remember, please, the prayer promise. I'd like for you to sign up for the prayer promise day, which is October 27th evening through October 28th evening. That'll include our Fall Fest to undergird that wonderful festive time for our community, undergird it with prayers, and then also going into Sunday morning, that the celebration Sunday and the consecration of our pledges will be abundant by God's grace. And remember, we're looking for people who are willing to pray, give time, give your talents, your skills, your service, your witness, as well as what God calls you to give of your financial blessings. So thank you for doing that with us. And we pray today for Jada Lynn and for Barbara Geithner, for silent requests, Carla and Bob, so many in our community who need prayers. And then today we have 5 silent requests. If you'd remember those 5 individuals or situations, the Lord knows what those prayer requests are. And we're looking for donations of candy for Fall Fest. We have quite a stock in the church office, and thank you for your generosity so far. Lots of candy, and I'll have you know that church staff members have not opened one bag of candy yet, so we're saving it for the children on October 28th. If you can bring that to church this Sunday or throughout the week, we would certainly appreciate your donations. And dress up in a costume. Come work with us to welcome the community on that Saturday. We're looking for decorations of pumpkins or other nice harvest-looking flowers and posters and streamers and signs to make the church look very festive. But we mainly need people to help us work the games and hand out candy. That's the most important thing. Those children will be looking for candy, so we need you to come with a smile on your face or with a costume on and help the children with these treats. So we thank you so much. Prayers also for our world to be at peace and for leaders to be at peace. Early voting has begun. I encourage you to go vote and pray for local leaders, national leaders, and for peace in Israel, peace in South Sudan, other parts of God's world that are torn apart by war. This would not be in God's will for these people to suffer from such violence and destruction. Our friends in Ukraine still homeless and living with destruction of their homes and their history. So many prayers today we bring before the Lord. Would you pray with me? When will we learn, O God, to see poverty as riches, to see humility as exaltation, to find plenty in emptiness, and to empty ourselves so that we may be filled with all the grace of your creation? And so let us go forth in peace to love and serve the Lord, and may joy be yours this day as you follow Christ in beauty with grace. And may the blessings of God, our Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer, rest and abide with each of you now and always. Hope to see you Sunday.